Assalamu alaikum. Good day to all of you, dear doctors. Today I am talking a brief discussion about the fracture of the clavicle. It is known to all of you that the clavicle acts as to transmit force from the upper limb to axial skeleton. Given its relative size and their limbs particularly susceptible to fracture, the most common mechanism of injury here is a fall onto the shoulder or onto an outstretched hand, with the clavicle arbitrarily divided into thirds. Here, 15% of fracture occurs in the lateral thirds and the greater percent, around 80%, occurs in the middle third and only 5% occurs in the medial third. Okay, and after fracture, the lateral end of the clavicle is displaced inferiorly by the weight of the arm and displaced displaced medially by the pectoralis major muscle, and the medial end is pulled superiorly by the sternocleidomastoid muscle. And management of a clavicular fracture can be conservative, such as sling immobilization, or operative in case of open reduction, and internal fixation is needed in case of operative case. The supraclavicular nerves lie in the close proximity to the clavicle and are occasionally sacrificed during a surgical repair, which resulting a numb pass over the upper chest and shoulder. And here's the most important thing is that the fractures which involving the lateral third of the clavicle can injure the branch of axillary artery, such as the branch of axillary artery, and which is the main basis, acromiothoracic artery can passing behind it. Now I'm going to show you acromiothoracic artery. Here is the acromion branch of the acromiothoracic artery. So when fracture involving the lateral part of the clavicle, which can cause injury to the branch of axillary artery, for example acromiothoracic artery, and which is passing behind it. Okay, passing behind of the clavicle. And here's the important relation of the clavicle is, here's medially lies the subclavian vein and laterally acromiothoracic artery. Here's the acromiothoracic artery which is laterally, and another one is subclavian artery. I'm going to show you the subclavian artery which lies in medially. Subclavian vein here include such as here's the subclavian vein. Okay, this is the subclavian vein which lies medially. Okay, and the acromiothoracic artery already I have showed in the diagram. So important relation of the clavicle which includes medially subclavian vein and laterally acromiothoracic artery. So again, I'm showing you that the fracture involving the lateral third of the clavicle, which can cause injury to the brachial artery, and for example, acromiothoracic artery. I'm going to show you the acromiothoracic artery. This one is the acromiothoracic artery. Okay, this one, acromion branch of the thoracoacromial artery. Okay, so here's all about the fracture of the clavicles. So we'll share the next session shown in brief. Okay, thank you so much.